State of Business, sponsored by
IWS Aviation.
A very good evening and a warm welcome to State of Business on Art Television. I'm Shain Ali and let's have a look at the headlines first. Official reserves will remain above $3 billion soon, Central Bank assures. Sri Lanka can be an educational hub in the region, Australia says. News in detail. The central bank yesterday assured the general public that the measures being taken at present would ensure that by end of 2021, official reserves will remain above $3 billion. CBSL also added that as articulated in the 6-month roadmap, a number of foreign exchange inflows were envisaged in the very near term. The central bank in a statement assured the general public that the measures being taken at present would ensure that by end of 2021, official reserves will remain above $3 billion. The statement said that the government and the central bank remain confident that expected inflows will materialize and the reserve position will remain at comfortable level throughout the year 2022. The CBSL said that despite the handbinds of the economic impact of COVID-19 and challenges posed by adverse developments in the external sector, the Sri Lankan economy had shown resilience throughout 2021, adding that Sri Lanka has also successfully met its debt obligations by repaying foreign loans, including the payments of the international sovereign bonds. Since the beginning of the year, both the central bank and the government have been actively pursuing possible avenues to replenish official reserves with an emphasis on encouraging non-debt flows so that the existing foreign debt could be managed in a sustainable manner. These efforts were accelerated since October 2021 with the announcement of the 6-month roadmap for ensuring macroeconomic and financial system stability, which set out envisaged targets for build-up of official reserves in the near term. CBSO said that as articulated in the 6-month roadmap, a number of foreign exchange inflows were envisaged in the very near term. Major foreign exchange inflows to the central bank include swap facilities with Middle Eastern and other regional central banks amounting to about $2 billion. Preston's media unit announces that Australia has pledged to help Sri Lanka to become an educational hub in the region. The pledge has come when visiting Australian Minister of Home Affairs Karen Andrews met President Gotabaya Rajapaksa last week in Colombo. Visiting Australian Minister of Home Affairs Karen Andrews pledged that the Australian government will assist by setting up educational institutions to provide basic study facilities for local students pursuing Australian degrees in Sri Lanka. Australian Minister Andrews said that plans are underway for a $12 million Australian project to develop vocational and professional skills. She further stated that Australian products will be exported to Sri Lanka for value addition and re-export with the objective of developing Sri Lankan industries. Commending Sri Lanka's policy on green agriculture, the minister said Australia is also interested in sustainable agriculture. President Rajapaksa recalled Australian assistance to Sri Lanka's COVID-19 control program, which provided a donation of 11.7 million Australian dollars. He stated that he expects a strong mechanism between the two countries to curb drug trafficking, piracy and human trafficking. Australian Home Affairs Minister Karen Andrews also met Foreign Minister Professor G.L. Pires before her departure. During the meeting, the Foreign Minister expressed satisfaction with Australia's significant involvement in preventing people smuggling and transnational crimes in Sri Lanka as well as in the region. The Minister reiterated that the vibrant partnership between Australia and Sri Lanka exemplified the highly effective and successful collaboration between the two countries in the field of preventing people smuggling and border security matters. Earlier in the day, both ministries signed the Memorandum of Understanding of Return and Readmission of Persons between Sri Lanka and Australia at the State Ministry of Home Affairs. The World Bank has issued a total of $250 million equivalent in sustainable development bonds to Japanese investors while highlighting the importance of good nutrition to build human capital. Meanwhile, officials from the Japanese government also assured that over $27 million were received via the Tokyo Nutrition for Growth Summit, which was held on the 7th and 8th of this month to promote global efforts to solve the nutrition crisis.
As you can see from this infographic, so in terms of the commitments, so the characteristics of this summit is that rather than having different speeches, we ask the participants and of all stakeholders to present their commitments on the nutrition matter, whether policy or financial standpoint. And we have been able to gather 396 new commitments from different stakeholders, including 6 countries, 26 businesses, and 51 civil society organizations. And in terms of the financial commitments, we have gathered about over $27 billion announced at the summit or registered for the summit. And these are, by the way, these numbers exceeds the previous summits in London in 2013 and Rio in 2016.
Stay tuned for more news right after this commercial break.
ගුරුත්වය අභිබවන්නට ඇති හැකියාවෙන්ම ක්‍රීඩකයෙකු නිර්වචනය කළ නොහැකි එය සබඳතාවයක් නොනවතින රිද්මයක් ජීවිතයටත් ක්‍රීඩාවටත් පණ දෙන නිරන්තර හදගැස්මක්.
It's time to wake up, Mahela.
දශක ගණනාවක උත්සාහයක ප්‍රතිඵලයක්. මිනිසා සහ තාක්ෂණය කියන දෙක අතර හවුල්කාරකම. හැම සීමාවක්ම අභිබවන අසමසම සැබඳියාවක්. SLT Mobitel එකම එක සැබඳියාව.
One day more for Christmas. Sponsored by
Welcome back after the break. Frontline Socialist Party General Secretary Pubudha Jayagada recently alleged that there are plans underway to bring hazardous waste from the MV Express Pole wreck into the country and bury it in limestone quarries in the Puttlam district. Speaking to the media personnel at the FLSP office in Nugegoda, he presented a letter which he claimed shows that the Central Environmental Authority permitted the said private company to store the waste in private land in Vattala.
දැන් මේ සමාගම හරහා මේ කන්ටේනර් ටික ඔක්කොම ලංකාව ඇතුළට ගේන්න යනවා. ඒකට ලංකාව ඇතුළට මේක ගෙනල්ලා දැනට මේ NNY Marine Services කියන සමාගමේ ඉඩමක් තියෙනවා අංක 58 මීගම පාර වත්තල කියන ලිපිනේ. මීගමු වත්තල මීගමුව පාරේ අංක 58 දරන ස්ථානයේ තියෙන ඉඩමක්. අන්න ඒ ඉඩමේ මෙන්න මේ කියන අපද්‍රව්‍ය ටික ගොඩ ගහන්න සූදානමින් ඉන්නවා. ඒකට අදාළ මූලික බලපත්‍ර නිකුත් කරලා තියෙනවා. ප්‍රශ්නේ තියෙන්නේ මේවා මේ විෂ සහිත අපද්‍රව්‍ය අපහරණය කිරීම සඳහා ඒවා පරිසරයට හානි නොවන ලෙස බැහැර කිරීම සඳහා වන කිසිදු පහසුකමක් මෙතන නැහැ. දැන් කියලා තියෙන්නේ ඒකට අදාළ ඒකකයකුත් හදනවා කියලා. ප්‍රශ්නේ තියෙනවා ඒකට අදාළ ඒකකයක් හදන්න සල්ලි කොහෙන්ද මේ සමාගමට? ඒකට ඒකට අදාළ ඒකකේ ඇයි මේ සමාගමට හදන්න ඒකකේ හැදීම සඳහා සල්ලි දෙන්නේ? ඇයි ඒක සඳහා රජයේ මැදිහත් නොවෙන්නේ? රජයට එවැනි ඒකකයන් නිර්මාණය කරගන්න නැත්තේ ඇයි? ඒකට මේක බැලුවට පස්සේ ඊටාම සුපැහැදිලිව පේන කරුණ තමයි මේක ඇතුලේ රක්ෂණ මුදල් වංචාවක් බරපතල ලෙස සිද්ධ වෙමින් යනවා කියන එක. එතකොට දැන් මේක සඳහා මෙන්න මේ ස්ථානයේ අදාළ පාරිසරික වශයෙන් හානිකර ද්‍රව්‍ය ගොඩබෑම සඳහා මධ්‍යම පරිසර අධිකාරියේ අධ්‍යක්ෂ ජෙනරාල්වරයා හේමන්ත ජයසිංහගේ අත්සනින් යුතුව ඔක්තෝබර් මාසයේ 29 වෙනිදා ලිපියක් නිකුත් කරලා තියෙනවා මේ අහිතකර රසායන ද්‍රව්‍ය ගොඩබිමට ගෙනල්ලා වලදාන්න.
Former JVP parliamentarian Bimal Ratnayaka questioned as to how the government praises the full pricing formula introduced by the good governance regime as it was purely a guideline by the International Monetary Fund. Ratnayaka at a media briefing to express their views over the price hike on fuel noted the present government raised various allegations against the IMF and is now praising the full pricing formula.
ලංකාවේ කනිතෙල් සංස්ථාවට ලංකාවේ මුදල් අමාත්‍යාංශයට ලංකාවේ තෙල් මිල පාලනය කිරීම පිළිබඳ මිල සූත්‍රයක් හෝ එවැනි ආකාරයක විද්‍යාත්මක ගණන් බැලීමක් තිබ්බට ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. එහෙම දෙයක් තිබිය යුතුයි. එහෙම නැහැ කියලා කියන්නේ මොකද? ආණ්ඩුවක් දැනගන්න ඕන කොපමණ මිලක් කොපමණ මුදලක් මේ සඳහා යනවද නැද්ද කියලා. ඒක ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. හැබැයි මේ මිල සූත්‍රය කියන්නේ කොහෙන්ද ආවේ? මිල සූත්‍රය ජාත්‍යන්තර මූල්‍ය අරමුදල කොන්දේසියක්. ජාත්‍යන්තර මූල්‍ය අරමුදල මොකක්ද කියන්නේ? ජාත්‍යන්තර මූල්‍ය අරමුදල කියන්නේ මෙන්න මෙච්චරයි. ඡන්දෙන් පාලකව පත් කරගන්න එක විතරයි මිනිසු කළ යුත්තේ. අනිත් සියලුම දේවල් වෙළඳපොළට තීන්දුව කරන්න දෙන්නේ. ඔච්චර ජාත්‍යන්තර මූල්‍ය අරමුදල වෙන 아무තු මහාවිද්‍යාවක් නැහැ. ජාත්‍යන්තර මූල්‍ය අරමුදල කියන්නේ ඡන්දෙන් පාලකව පත් කරගන්න වෙළඳපොළට අනුව වැඩ කරන්න ඉඩ දෙන්නේ. ඒ අනුව තමයි ජාත්‍යන්තර මූල්‍ය අරමුදල අවුරුදු 20ක් විතර තිස්සේ කියන්නේ මිල සූත්‍රයක් ගේන්න කියලා ඔය කවින්තය සංස්ථාවට. ඒ කියන්නේ ලෝක වෙළඳ පොලේ තත්ත්වය අනුව මිල තීන්දුව වෙන්න දෙන්නේ. එතකොට මිනිස්සු සම්බන්ධ වගකීමක් රටක පාලකයන්ට නැහැ. ඒක පාලකයෝ නිකන් අර මේ අධ්‍යක්ෂක මණ්ඩලයක් වගේ. ඒක ඡන්දයෙන් පත් වෙච්ච අය නෙමෙයි. වග කියන්නේ නැහැ.
Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa yesterday said Jesus Christ had set a good example to the world by not hating even those who crucified him. After attending the state Christmas celebrations held at St. Mary's College, Kegol, from Temple Trees via video link, the Prime Minister said that every religion promoted peace and not hate. The Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa in his speech recalled the last words of Jesus Christ before he was crucified on the cross where he forgave those who killed him. The Prime Minister said that religion played a key role in ensuring discipline in society. He also said that discipline could not be inculcated by attacking anyone verbally or physically. Several other ministers and deputy and state ministers also joined the celebrations.
Mary, did you know that your
And that's all news for today. See you tomorrow with State of Business at the usual time. Until then, take care and good night.